They say grief fades. That time heals all wounds. But grief doesn't always fade. Sometimes it simply changes shape. For Detective Edward Lawson, time didn't heal. It eroded. It happened in the quiet moments. One missed dinner, one forgotten promise, one unanswered phone call. Until one day, you wake up beside the woman you loved and realize you are a stranger in your own home. 2 years had passed since Daniel Carter died. The city moved on. The case went cold. But for Edward, the clock stopped the night Daniel did. Every morning began before sunrise. Coffee, case files, the constant rhythmic crackle of the police scanner. Every night ended the same way. Mirabel often woke in the middle of the night, only to find Edward sitting alone in the darkness. The coffee table was no longer for family. It was a war room, red circles, dates, handwritten notes mapping out a life he was losing. One evening, Mirabel sat beside him. "You've been staring at those same photos for 3 hours. Edward didn't look up. "I missed something. You've said that every night this week." She rested a hand on his shoulder. "I miss you." The words were a whisper. Edward finally looked at her. For a second, he was the man who danced in the kitchen. "I'm right here," he said. Mirabel smiled sadly. "No, your body is here, but your mind left this house 2 years ago." Edward had solved hundreds of mysteries, but he had no answer for his own wife. "I'm trying to finish this," he pleaded. "When I find the people who killed Daniel, everything goes back to normal." "What if it doesn't?" she asked. "What if you spent so long chasing this case that you don't even know how to stop anymore?" That Saturday, Ethan had the biggest game of the year. Mirabel smiled. "He actually came." Ethan's face lit up. "Dad!" Everything felt normal, until Edward's jacket crackled. Possible armed robbery. East River District. Edward stood. Mirabel grabbed his wrist. "They have other detectives. This isn't your responsibility." He hesitated, just for a second, before pulling away. "It could be them." He left. Without another word, Ethan scored 28 points that afternoon. When the MVP was announced, every parent applauded, except one. Ethan scanned the crowd, looking, hoping, waiting. Edward never came back. That night, the trophy sat untouched. Ethan looked at Mirabel. "Does Dad still like being with us?" Mirabel had no answer. She hugged him, realizing she was running out of reasons to defend the man she loved. 3 nights later, Edward sat alone in the dark office. A new report lay open. He leaned in. The tactical footprint, the stolen vehicle, the route, everything matched. For the first time in 2 years, the trail was hot. He didn't realize that as he finally closed in on the monsters who killed his partner. He was closing the door on everything else. End of chapter 4.